A lot of people watching this are big wrestling fans. And, when your name comes up in the world of wrestling, it's Brawl for All.
Well, to me, that was a big part of the wrestling. And I think it'll go down in history. I mean, that was a big, to me, that was a big thing.
I mean, it was a brilliant idea. Like, can these wrestlers actually fight? And I think that you proved the difference between a pro boxer and a pro wrestler.
Without a doubt. Yeah, poor Bart. Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of ended his career.
I'm surprised Mark Miro didn't do better in it than what, because he was a Golden Glove boxer.
Yeah.
Me and him had a match prior to that, and Mark could actually legitimately fight.
Tell me, walk it back here. What was the setup? How did the call go with WWF at the time of we're doing this thing. Do you want to be a part of it?
No, it's actually me. I was supposed to be on the pay-per-view before Tyson got out. Me and Tyson were going back and forth about me and him fighting. No bad blood. Me and Mike get along great. But they didn't want us in the same arena because they thought it would be legit. See, to me, fighters don't fight like that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're a legit fighter, you're a professional fighter, you act like a professional. You don't get in a fight prior to the fight.
Yeah.
There's no sense.
Sure.
It's stupid. But they didn't want to put us together. So Bart, my understanding, was supposed to lose to Dr. Death. And he didn't. He knocked him out. So I was brought in as punishment. That's the story I got behind the scenes.
What was the vibe like backstage before that?
Vince just, hey, Bean, just give it all you got. I mean, it was like, okay, I'll do what I can do. I mean, it was pretty easy. If he would have come out brawling, I went back to Tough Man days, 3 1-minute rounds, because 3-minute rounds.
Yeah.
3 1-minute rounds.
Yeah.
So I went back to just giving everything you got, just go wide open. When you're boxing, you got 3 minutes. You got to pace yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
People don't realize how long 3 minutes is. 1 minute goes too quick. And he tried to box. Bad mistake.
Was it 38 seconds?
It was pretty quick.
And then I think it's just him falling and his head hitting the rope.
Well, Vinny, the referee, Vinny Penzienza, he broke his neck. He knows he's a tough New York fighter.
Sure.
So he was going to let it go no matter what. Bart's head could have been hanging off. As long as he stood up, he would let him fight.
Wow.
And the knockdown prior to the last one, he probably shouldn't have let him because his eyes were going everywhere. He was standing and he was out.
It's really amazing that Bart Gunn didn't do much after that.
No, I mean it was a bad knockout. He was. I was told he didn't know which way he was walking for about 2 weeks.
Jeez. And it's interesting that in your entire career, with all the knockouts that you've had and all the fights that you've had, for a lot of people, it comes down to that one fight. A lot of people know you from that one fight.
That's the one thing they know me from. Yeah.
It's just so interesting.
That or knocking out Johnny Knoxville.